Great. So, welcome to session one of the intermediate 7-week meditation program. This is the first series, or the first time we'll be running this series. So, we're really excited. And welcome back to everyone who joined us for the beginner 7-week meditation program. So, this program marks the beginning of the second installment in our series. Over the next 5 weeks, we will begin preparing for the Taera-cheon and Sinseon-goong meditation, which is a rare and powerful spiritual practice being transmitted for the first time. This practice offers the potential for ageless longevity to those who commit to it sincerely. In our previous program, we laid the groundwork by learning the basics of meditation and concluded with the transmission of the flower of light, Sunjeonghwa, from Grandmother Mabu. This next series takes us deeper into the essential teachings of Jeung San Do. Our goal is to help you build the spiritual insight and conceptual foundation necessary to fully receive and engage with the Taera-cheon Sinseon-goong meditation as passed down by our Grand Master. And as we promised, the second series will involve greater concepts in spirituality. So for the first 5 weeks, we will be really, again, setting the groundwork for the final 2 weeks where we will actually start our meditation in the Taera-cheon Sinseon-goong. In session 2, we'll explain in greater depth what Taera-cheon and Sinseon-goong are, but just really quickly, Taera-cheon is considered the central heaven. And within the central heaven, there is a palace where seekers of truth go to receive light energy or life energy. And again, in our next session, we'll get into more depth about what that entails and how that involves the meditation. So for today, it's going to be a little bit of a presentation form because there's a bit of information that we'd like to share before our meditation. But I hope it won't take away from the meditation part, which we reserve at the end, as usual. So we begin with a fundamental question. Why must we meditate? What is the true purpose of meditation, and why should we strive forward towards it? So meditation is growing in popularity worldwide. Many pursue it for mental wellness, including stress reduction, increased focus, and enhanced productivity. Scientific studies confirm its health benefits, and public figures such as CEOs, celebrities, and athletes routinely endorse it. However, the deeper spiritual purpose of meditation remains largely misunderstood. Today, meditation can be divided into 2 broad categories: clinical and spiritual. Clinical meditation, often considered a form of alternative medicine, is frequently prescribed by mental health professionals for its therapeutic effects, but it rarely touches upon the spiritual essence of meditation, and in doing so, fails to capture its true value. At its core, meditation is a spiritual discipline. True meditation is the path to reaching the soul's deepest layers and harmonizing with the greater forces of heaven and earth. In Eastern traditions, spiritual seekers who became one with the universe attained extraordinary insight, supernatural abilities, and profound wisdom. This state is known as enlightenment, the ultimate goal of meditation. Enlightenment is the state of omniscience and omnipotence attainable only after many lifetimes of rigorous self-cultivation. It integrates divine light into the human body and mind, the complete alignment with heaven and earth. In ancient traditions, those who attained this state were called Shinseon, or immortal beings. Though not truly immortal, these enlightened ones lived long, healthy, and disease-free. There are stories from both the East and West found in the Old Testament and the Hwandanggogi, which is an ancient Korean historical text, of ancient humans who lived for 300 to almost 1,000 years. These texts reveal their secret. They saw themselves, so especially in the Hwandangogi, it stated that they saw themselves as Hwan, or beings of divine light, and practiced daily meditation to unite with the cosmic energy of heaven. During the spiritual golden age, humanity lived in peace, longevity, and enlightenment. But today, we've strayed, chasing fleeting desires and material wealth. As we stand at the threshold of a cosmic shift, we must return to our origins and restore our harmony with the universe. So in the next slides, there are some examples from the Bible of how many years key figures in the Bible have lived. And as you can see here in the Old Testament, key figures have lived to almost 1,000 years at one, in some cases. And in the ancient Korean text, the Hwandangogi, they state that they don't specifically mention how long each of these rulers of Hanguk lived. However, we can extrapolate just based on the average length of their rule, which is about 470 years. And Hanguk is a nation that existed approximately 9,200 years ago. So next, we're going to talk a little bit about the cosmic year. So much like the Earth's 4 seasons, the universe follows a grand cycle known as the cosmic year, a concept discovered by Confucian scholar Xiao Yang during the Northern Song dynasty. In this macro cycle, the universe cultivates humanity the way a farmer cultivates crops, leading us from birth to spiritual maturity. The Earth moves 129,600 degrees each year, which is 360 degrees times 360 days. Likewise, the cosmic year spans 129,600 years. In both, the number signifies a full cycle, one for crops, the other for human evolution. Currently, we are at the turning point between cosmic summer and cosmic autumn, a transitional period known as Kebyok, or the Great Opening. Every seasonal shift brings energetic transformation, but the most disruptive is the transition from summer to autumn. In cosmic terms, this means an explosion of conflicting energies: fire, which represents summer, and metal, which represents autumn. On Earth, such shifts trigger flu outbreaks. On a cosmic scale, they trigger chaos. Kebyok explains recent climate shifts and natural disasters, symptoms of our transition from cosmic summer to cosmic autumn. Global warming is not just man-made, it is also part of this grand cosmic transition. At the same time, the universe's governing law is shifting from the law of mutual conflict, growth through opposition, to the law of mutual betterment, growth through harmony and sacrifice. The emotional residues of the former era, bitterness, hatred, jealousy, and grief, will erupt, manifesting as diseases, wars, and global disasters. Expect a rise in ancient and emerging diseases, natural catastrophes, and perhaps even a dramatic shift in the Earth's orbit and axis. Though hard to accept, this pattern has repeated across history. We must prepare mentally, physically, and spiritually for the trials ahead, and we must strive to reach enlightenment. So we will discuss Kebyok as well as the paradise of immortality in later sessions. But if we overcome this transition, meaning the transition between summer, from summer to autumn, we will enter cosmic autumn, an age of spiritual completion. In this new era, enlightened human beings will thrive. The world will be reborn as a paradise of immortality, known in various traditions as the dragon flower paradise or heaven on earth. This transformation is not metaphorical. It is our destiny. The only way to survive and flourish is through deep spiritual cultivation. Only those who prepare and transform with the universe will enter this new age. We must reconnect with the cosmic origin and transcend human limitations to see, hear, and know beyond ordinary perception. So, how can we prepare for this? In order to prepare, we must, one, return to our roots. Just as a tree sends nutrients back to its roots after bearing fruit, we must honor our origins, our ancestors, our culture, and our history. And there's a fundamental reason for this as well, which we're not going to get into um, in any depth in this session, but we will continue to talk about the importance of returning to our roots in later sessions. Number two, study the root of all spiritual traditions, known as Shingyo. Shingyo is the primordial source of all cultures and traditions and teachings. And lastly, use the sacred mantras. These ancient divine tools connect us to the source of life. Through the practice of Jeung San Do meditation, using sacred mantras, we recover our true self, a godlike state of being. We must learn these methods, master them, and share them with others. Only then can we help ourselves and those around us survive and evolve through Kebyeok. At Jeung San Do, our mission is to guide you toward enlightenment, to become a Shinsan. So you must safeguard yourself and others during this pivotal time. I'm deeply grateful to have received these teachings from His Holiness Rongdosanim, the Grand Master of Jeung San Do. I now pass them to you, and I urge you to do the same. Together, we can face the great opening and emerge transformed. So next, we're going to move on to the meditation part. And at the end of session, or at the end of the last 7-week program, we all received the flower of light. But we didn't really get a chance to meditate with it in any depth. However, during the next 5 weeks, that would be very meditating with the flower of light will be central to our meditation. So in the beginning, I'm going to play a YouTube clip to help you to visualize the light flowers exploding in your body. But then for the last 10 minutes, I'll turn the clip off so that you can visualize it yourself with your eyes closed. So before we begin, again, let's make sure we're all sitting comfortably in a chair or on the floor. Keep your lower back straight. This promotes proper energy flow and focus. As they say in the East, correct posture leads to correct thought. The mind and body are one. Gently tilt your pelvis back for better spinal alignment. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Remove clutter from your space. You can also shift your body side to side, front to back, until you find a stable, comfortable position. And as you can see in this image, visualize an X and Y axis on the floor beneath you. Imagine your perineum located between the anus and genitalia, resting precisely at the 0 point where the axes meet. You are sitting at the very center of the universe. Thoughts create reality. When you imagine sitting at this cosmic center, your spiritual self aligns with the universe's most concentrated energy. Okay, so I'm going to play the clip now, and then we'll play it for about 20 minutes so that it'll help you to visualize. Let's see. Okay, So remember that the flower of light was received in your upper tanjan. So you're going to start from there and fractally divide this flower into millions of microscopic blossoms. And place these tiny flowers throughout your body, on every limb, every organ. Then command them to explode with light. Each light explosion mirrors a nuclear fusion reaction like that of the sun. As you continue this practice, the intensity and healing power of the light will grow, and you will gradually begin to understand the full healing potential of this meditation. So for now, just let this video guide you, and then we're going to meditate on our own for the last 10 minutes. And if there are any parts of your body that's failing, or if you're experiencing pain in any parts of your body, focus the light flowers on those areas, and then see what happens.
Well done.
Okay, great. So now we're going to try the same thing on our own with our eyes closed. And we're going to imagine the same flowers fractally dividing uh, inside our bodies. So first, you'll need to visualize the flower of light as you received it last week, resting at the upper tanjan. And I'm going to show you just as a reminder. Let's see. There we go. So we should all be familiar with this image by now. So the upper tanjan is this area around your crown chakra. If you're familiar with the chakras, if not, it's in this area around your forehead. So that's considered that whole area, that entire area is considered the upper tanjan. And these are energy portals. And then you also have the middle tanjan, which aligns with the heart chakra. And then you have the lower tanjan, which aligns with the sacral chakra. And the lower tanjan is located about 2 to 3 inches below your belly button, inside so if you were to cut through the middle of your body, it would be in the middle of your body. So that's considered the lower tanjan. In our meditation, we tend to just move energy up and down, focusing primarily on the upper and the lower tanjan. And last week, we received the flower of light through our upper tanjan, and that flower of light, and we keep it there in this area. So whenever we need it, or whenever we want to do this meditation, we'll activate it, and then we'll visualize the flowers fractally dividing throughout our body. And as you saw in the video, it'll also divide down to the cellular level, across all your organs, your vessels, your skin. So it really depends on how you want to meditate with this. So before we start, we're going to try this on our own, and I'll play the music, I'll play the mantras for about 10 to 15 minutes. So again, sit up straight, straight back, tilt your pelvis slightly, and release all the tension from your shoulders. With your eyes gently closed, visualize the flower of light resting at the upper tanjan, or the upper energy center. Begin to fractally divide this flower into millions of microscopic blossoms. Place these tiny flowers throughout your body, on every limb, every organ, then command them to explode with light. And again, you're going to do all of this through your thoughts. Each light explosion mirrors a nuclear fusion reaction like that of the sun. As you continue this practice, the intensity and healing power of the light will grow, and you will gradually begin to understand the full healing potential of this meditation. Let us begin. Okay, so we're going to do 5 minutes each of the Shichun Juju and the Taera-cheon mantras. And then if we have time, maybe we'll do 6 more minutes. And try to imagine the images you saw in the video. That'll serve as a guide.
훔치 태울 천사문구 훔니 죄야 노래 훔니 암니 사파 훔치 태울 천사문구 훔니 죄야 노래 훔니 암니 사파 훔치 태울 천사문구 훔니 죄야 노래 훔니 암니 사파 훔치 태울 천사문구 내 죄야 노래 내 함
Okay, great. So that concludes the first part of today's session, and also the recorded part of today's session. But before we move on to the Q&A, I wanted to recap what we discussed today. So in this first session of our intermediate 7-week course, we discussed the true purpose of meditation as being enlightenment and attaining the state of immortality, or to become immortal beings, and why that's so critical at this stage in the cosmic cycle. We touched a little bit on the cosmic year, and also where we are in the cosmic cycle as of now, um, which we call Kibyeok, or the Great Opening. And in later sessions, we're going to talk about this in much greater detail. And we can also discuss this further during the Q&A session. And we will bring this up periodically because it is very critical to our practice today. And of course, it's not the only part of our practice, but it's central to our practice. And we also talked a little bit about how to prepare and how we need to practice going forward in order to better equip ourselves with the tools to um, uh, and also better prepare ourselves for this period in the cycle, in the cosmic cycle. So once again, thank you so much uh, for your presence today, for attending. And I really look forward to seeing everyone for all of the 7 sessions. And without further ado, we'll stop the recording here and move on to Q&A. I always forget where the recording button is.